Okay, I'm live, and before I start, as usually, you gotta do this thing. Boop. Today we're gonna be having a little chill stream. Let's tweet that I'm live. Let's share on my Facebook page. Even though my Facebook page is basically dead, I don't really update it, and for me it's almost dead. I consider it mostly dead. I usually do everything on my personal profile. Okay. I am live from chill stream, draw paint stream, sketch stream. Forgive me, I always have to do this first before I start. Publish this, and let's share on Discord. Before the bot shares. Sharing that I'm live on several Discord servers I'm a part of. More or less. Some more, some less. I sometimes even don't visit my own Discord for days when I'm outside. I do try to be active in Discord if I possible. Okay, I really can't talk over Discord and over the stream. If you're on the stream, if you have a Twitch account, go make a Twitch account, and I can't really watch my Discord and do everything. Yeah, this is going to be this is one of several pictures. I started this while I was on goddamn, okay, I need to talk. I need to do some relaxing. I need somebody to like do this with my shoulders, and this was started while I was riding in a train or a bus. I don't remember which one. It was night, and it was very flat, and it was a highway, and I decided to just add a little bit of like hilly highway. You can see there's 1-2 levels, so it's like a hilly road, and I decided to go with this one. And I have 4 sketches. So as you can see, they're all painted with ArtRage very quickly, very roughly. And we'll see how this will look. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, my mouse is lost. Mouse, where are you? Mousey. Oh, here he is. Sometimes I have a problem with finding my freaking mouse. Yeah, this is going to be an Outer piece, and for now I'm keeping it very small because I don't want to go and blow it up before I figure out if I want to do this or not. So using my favorite tools like pencil, like the pencil and the oil and similar. I'm doing just very speedy sketches. They still look as they should, so everything is here. And even with video. Hello, Cintiq Faye. So everybody say hi to Trudy. Hello, Trudy. Nice to hear. Nice to get you on my stream. So yeah, I'm coming with video, and I'm having some music on. You can see this is very rough, but still you can see that everything is there that should be there. So it's just I'm doing some like abstract, almost like car tracks, and maybe I should just paint a little horse carriage in between everything like this is super serious, and then like a horse buggy. So yeah, 3D Cintiq Faye, welcome to my first stream, I think. Hello, Slave Sword. Pozdrav iz Splita. She says, hi from Split in Croatia, a city I often visit. Hello, Slaves World. Or Slaves World. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Don't be a slave, man. Don't be a slave. So what are we doing? We're doing just a sketch. We're doing a little sketch. And Slaven is Toy, of course, I presume, because Slaven. It's a fellow bearded guy I met on my recent exhibition in Split in this cafe. Don't be a slave, Slaven. Don't be a slave. So, a new thing about my streams is music. So, because I'm very fed up with YouTube and all these music shit and copyrights and whatever, I started using Pretzel Rocks. It's like a service with free with free music for streamers. So I've been doing that from now on, probably. Let's try and paint. I'll be playing music with Pretzel, so I avoid like any uncomfortable situations with me not being able to oh god, I forgot to speak. Sometimes my videos are copyrighted and blocked in other countries, various countries, because of the music. And hello, Angry Chill. I have Team Croatia today here. I have Slaven and I have Angry Chill. I have everybody from Zagreb and from Split. We're doing everything. I have a weird bug with ArtRage right now. I should have restarted my PC before I started. And because of that, I should probably save this before everything. Let's save this on my traffic jam, not jam. So what's the name of this thing? It could be just Highway Night. Highway Night Duel 1. Save. And I should save these sketches because they should be also. So highway, night doodles, whoa. So I'll be maybe bringing this one of these out too, and seeing maybe making this a very simple image, because I like the colors on this one very much, and I'm also a fan of very simple imagery. So this one looks like you have one car going at you in the middle of the night. So I might just do some work on each of these a little bit if I'm not too lazy, but we'll see. I am very famous by being super lazy. So if you want, you can host me to your viewers if you have any. You can subscribe to my channel, you can become a patron at patreon.com/Zhillustrator, and you can make this stream be very more how to say it will pay off more if you subscribe as Patreons. Wow. Patrons, not Patreons. So let's draw some moonish moon. Moony moon. Moony moon is doing the moon's business. And I could put something maybe in the background. I always put shit in the background, so I'll definitely put something in the background. But for now, let's just have these like moonlightish clouds that are I usually paint them with less. I drop the saturation in the color and I slightly shift the hue so I can get interesting color to work with. We'll see. So I'm doing this moonlit scene, and I have to figure out what will be on the image. So I always talk about thumbnails and always talk about having clear-ish thumbnails. You can always improvise. I encourage improvisation, but sometimes you need to have a plan. Sometimes, yeah, you can have a plan sometimes. So look at me, I'm all grown up, encouraging you to have a plan. So I'm going to just fill everything up and flip the image a few times. I did flip this image already once or twice, I'm not sure. Let's make this tracks. Asphalt is a bit reflective, so let's just make this clearly read that we are on asphalt. And then we'll worry about, do we have cars, do we have trucks, what is here on the road. Yeah, it's night. It can be very freeing sometimes to not worry about what car it is. You just do little lines, and this will be Yugos probably, because you know we have to have Yugos. And let's have some lights here, and let's have a few in the distance, because we need some perspective. Even though this is very free, I'm not very worried about like, oh, it will be like, will it be like super in perspective? But nah, just I think I don't like these lights here. Let's see how I do with these. So I should have a light here, say, and then yeah, here and here, something like that. And then here, here, here. I feel like it's just too much. I don't need too much light. Cars have light, so let's make cars give off light. So this is like the divider between the two halves of the highway. I have just a bit of reference open in the other, but I'm not really relying too much on it. So let's just make this a bit more unified. Bam, 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 bam. So here maybe some buildings in the background, like here. But I can make them more visible by using the background, as I always do. Usually do. I like to use the background to make elements visible. So I contrast it. Let's have some things here. They're lit by the moon. As desaturated a bit, so it's not blue. Maybe this is some kind of building in the background, we'll see. This needs to be fixed. So I'm just literally painting over the existing things. I'm not really being super careful. I will need to be a bit, so taking some colors and mixing them up, and figuring out which colors we get when this light shines onto this greenish background. But keeping it simple, keeping it simple. And I'm repeating myself, keeping it simple, keeping it simple. Even though this, when you look at it, it's not that simple. Trying to establish a lighter color here, just to add a bit more depth. That's how you say it, depth. If the music is too loud for you, let me know, I'll make it less loud. So maybe adding more moonlight with these like moonlightish mists. I really had beautiful moonlight mists in Novi Sad last night. So we'll be gentle with this and just making it smooth using my pastel pastel. I always lose myself. Do I say pastel or pastel? And because the moon is far away, I'll start blending these colors in a little bit more. The moon is on the other side, so out here I should add a little bit of highlights to like where these moon clouds are being lit by the moon. Maybe some of them are like crossing over like here. I like color relativity, it's fantastic. You can see this one is much darker, but here it looks lighter than the color that we have when it crosses over. Okay, I think this is a nice. This is a nice. So let's add highlights here. It's a very small size. That's why my texture is very visible and everything is rough. Is I don't want to go into bigger sizes, for I'm sure I want to go with this image, or maybe I could try a few others. Also, yeah, because of light pollution, usually when you observe moonlight and observe skies at night, they're usually much lighter as we go down. So I will add a lighter color here, so we can know there is like maybe something behind. And if there is like light from the city or cities or something like that, it's always a little bit warmer, so we can add a bit like maybe, why not add some purple, maybe add some orange or something like that. Warm it up a little bit, because there is maybe some light from some city nearby, but still keeping it all discreet. And yeah, we can see maybe lights from all these cars in the distance. So I can use my goddamn airbrush, and maybe trying this blending mode like screen, adding a little bit of like red. We'll drop the opacity to like lower. Angry Chill says, sorry I'm not following the stream, watching video, but I'm here. No problem, no problem. Thank you anyway for being here, and You can always go to Twitter and share my announcement that I'm live. Maybe somebody will see. Alright, let's... Because of these lights here, they will throw some light on these light posts. So let's make some light posts, and maybe some signals and some banners and billboards. So it'll be very abstract and one thing we want to do, we want to keep being very abstract and keeping it not detailed too much, so we can dedicate our time to just making a pretty image. Let's do these like orange little posts that usually say appear on each appear on like 100 meters, I think, like 100-meter posts. With the atmosphere is dense, so there's a little bit of mist. Mist always helps, of course. Mist is really fun and adds to the atmosphere. So these cars are lighting the front here, adding a little bit of yellow light to the front, like this. Still being very I want to put you here on this, in this scene. That's the plan. I want to put you on the highway to get killed. No, I don't want to get you killed. I want you to enjoy this little painting. And maybe this is a spaceship. We'll see what we'll make out of this one. Maybe there'll be like a big, like a spaceship in the background, giving this same red purple light I love so much. This color shines in this shines in this green atmosphere, green blue. Add some like distant points. I should be careful about all the just what I'm using for, so I can do some tool management. So I can use my, like, this is very thin, this makes very thin lines, this is the marker tool, so I can use the marker tool to add a few distant lights, like something is there and you can't really see it, but you can see it's there, and then I can just bury them in the image by using the pencil tool. Pencil tool in my settings is very soft. I like being very soft with the pencil. I can switch to the my M tool. My M shortcut is the marker tool, and I make this. Does the program have layers? Yes, of course, but I don't use them much. I'm horrible for that, and I don't use layers too much. It's my fault. Because of in ArtRage, I love the interaction of the color, and let's save this just for to be safe. I like the interaction of color on one layer. When you drop like oil paint, you can see it like kind of mixes in a little bit, and it picks up the color underneath and does all the fun little things that you want it to do. You can see it gets these weird colors sometimes if you... It's very interesting, because if you make this metallic, it will be a bit different and have a little bit of glossiness. And when you mix in metallic with regular colors, you can get some interesting like hues when mixing the color, just like I got now when I mixed up these various colors. Let's have some trees or something here. We're having some mist, and we gotta fix this. Yeah. Because I'm limited myself to this dark palette, I gotta be very careful about values. So if I just drop it just a little bit, it will be visible, and that's not really nice actually. I like to deal with like limited range of colors. I feel at home when doing these how to say, maybe these are some little mists here. No, it's confusing. We make them here. I'm not even putting up my pencil, because I just want to see how they will look, and then I'll just undo if I don't like it. So I'm gonna check my horizontals and my verticals just to see, because sometimes they skew the image. I use ArtRage's guides just to let me know if my lines are vertical what I need them, like at the ends of the piece, like here. I could use filling up some areas here. Oh. Move my settings and move this thing. I should put my settings here so they're not in the way. My layers a bit down, even though I don't need layers, I don't have them. So what I'm thinking about the most is just the atmosphere. So I want the atmosphere here to be a night scene where you have lots of cars, not lots of cars, just a decent number of cars, because Alter-Slavia as a universe is not too populated in my head. So it's not too populated in my head, and I don't want to make it like super popular. Just give me a second, I'm gonna check something on my phone. when I spend some more time on this, I will probably try and see what I could do with the other ones, or make a duplicate of this one and do some changes. That's also a very fun thing to do. Okay, you can see I'm very this is a very small thumbnail. You can see the lighting on my head is really cinematic. Hello, how are you? Okay, let's drop another sketch. Let's drop another sketch, and or we can just make a separate file. I'm not sure. No, I want to keep this. Highway Night Doodles. What could we do? Which one could we take? Let's choose which one. I think because of I shouldn't have done the metallic. You can see it's kind of very weird texture. I shouldn't have done that because the metallic thing makes the textures become less manageable and become kind of difficult to paint colors and kind of difficult to edit. Hey yo, Zhillustrator, welcome to the stream. So which one to take? This is like, the first one is actually like the view from the bus and like plains, and nothing is there, just a few lights from some towns along the way, or little villages. So we'll do this and maybe just enlarge it a little bit like this and flip it just to make sure. I have to not forget to flip the image. Flipping the image. This is how you flip the image. Screw you, image. Flip. I mean, flip off the image. I'm just giving you the middle finger. You know that I am. Let's see how fucked up this second one is, because I use this metallic thing, and maybe on this one I should just keep a brush size a bit bigger. Okay, making sure that I have my horizontal and vertical lines. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay. Leave this here. So I can paint with my oil brush, make it bigger, and I wanted it to be a bit more, maybe you can see all these strokes that are going like, but I used the palette knife to move my shapes a little bit. I'm having some lagging, but I think it's because I haven't restarted my PC in several days. I just put it to sleep, so I should have probably restarted the PC before I started streaming. Okay, let's paint some foreground, but just make it very discreetly. It's very dark. I'm not sure if I should make too dark, because it's a bitch to print. It really is a bitch to print if you do dark images. takes a lot of time to figure out what's wrong, and sometimes you just maybe I should just have this big huge spaceship parked here. It's emitting some light, and because why not? Fuck it, let's make it. Let's just do. Gotta add some contrast, maybe bigger size. Using this pretty red. You can't see my color selector because I should have probably moved my camera, or I should have done a different setup for streaming with ArtRage. Just dropping a little bit of more saturated red and at some areas. And I'll use the... Oh, for some reason my art pen is being a bitch. I mean the tool rotation detection is not really good at, for some reason. Everything is better with a spaceship. Yeah, Slaven gets it nice. Everything is better with a spaceship. That's because this spaceship has to throw some shadow. Let's make it bluer. Let's go a bit towards the blue and more saturated and a bit more dark. Let's try with pencil first. So blue, darker, saturated. Just mixing it up with this color here on the spaceship. So it's a box. It's not a spaceship, it's a box. Maybe I should figure out how it would look. Gotta make this color a bit more dark in some areas. Okay. Let's see. It's always good to just mess around, and if it doesn't work, it's easy to fix. It's not complicated. I want to keep it a bit mysterious in a way. I want the viewers themselves to fill some areas in their own heads. So I'll just see. Maybe I should just make it like... Oh, I have some weird lags for some reason. I did not drop any frames as far as I know. Maybe we should have a little bit of red. So maybe there's some water here, so little red reflections. And let's do these orange reflections, so we know there is water there. And now a little bit of red here. Even though we really can't see what's happening, it's always good to denote that there is some reflection. And hello Manji88, welcome to the stream. I will see the bottom side of the spaceship. Maybe this would be a bottom side of the spaceship or something. You know, you don't really know. It's glowing at you with its glowy eyes. Look at it. It should have a smile like this. Yeah, let's make a smile. Let's do this. Have a smiley spaceship like this. Yeah, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping the smiley spaceship. I don't care. Boop. Oh, hello! Spaceship. And it's reflecting maybe a little bit. Or no, we'll make it disappear kind of into the... Let's add some lights. So I can use the lights to show that it's maybe curved a little bit. So I'm repeating this like into the background. So we know that it's... You can't even see it. Yeah, I should probably zoom in a little bit. It's a smiley spaceship. Nobody knows why, but it's there. I'm doing this like ha 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 ha. iPad ship. Doing this. Yeah, maybe you could keep this too, doing... But it's because it's disappearing in the background, we'll do our best to blend it in. So blend it all in and we'll use the background to show the form of the thing, so... That's what we're doing. We're using the background where we need to show how this thing looks. So maybe I'll have something like this is like orange, very desaturated. So orange, it's purple. So we'll go to the blues and add a bit more value. So maybe there is some clouds that are being here in the background. So you can see how this metallic thing is working. It's kind of muddying the colors. I'll see, I can undo this always. Just using the big brush too. I kind of like having these interesting color specs. It is something big in the background. Yeah, I forgot how to talk. You always have to have something big in the background. It's like mandatory. Super mandatory. So we'll use that to add further, like add a further way to have this big spaceship's dimensions in check. Is something lighter in the background will give this thing something to contrast to. So maybe it's, we'll see. We can also maybe try and making it some clouds. Because we want those clouds to be big, we add small details. So we just do boom, 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 and then boom, 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 boom. This is how you make stuff. I'm horrible, I know. Because why wouldn't we have like a little spaceship, a little smiley spaceship here? Add some lights in the background, they're receding, you can see like repeating. Boom, 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 boom. What is the shape of this? Maybe it's like a, maybe it has wings that are like this. I'm not sure. Nah, let's keep up with the rest of the page. Let's zoom out. I think I should just remove this. I'm being very careful with values, not going overboard. And I'm using, as I said like several times already, I should stop repeating myself. I'm using the background to show some frontline colors. Let's flip it just to be sure, because I don't feel like I'm doing something good. Okay. Ah, undo, redo. Ah, which tool am I using? Ah. Hello, Times New London, welcome. Hello, nice to have you here on the stream. Hope you like my smiley spaceship thing. Maybe it has like there is some kind of light source just dropping here and it's reflecting on it. So, and here in the background, and there is like a control tower here, like it just pokes out of everything. It's a control tower. Let's say it's a control tower on the ship, but it still has some. Thank you, Times New London. Glad you like what you see. If you don't follow me, feel free to follow me. You found my channel by listening to while listening to Blade Runner OST. That's actually really nice. So it fits. It fits. I think it fits. So this is a little personal piece. And I'm just making several sketches so I can see which one can be used before I do some resizing. And let's see, maybe I could add some More clouds here. This is how you add clouds. Just do that. Yeah. No. I'm currently playing music by using Pretzel Rocks. It's a app that's designed for live streamers, so you don't have to worry about music. Hello. Oh, it's time Yolando. Well, oh, I forgot how to speak. I sometimes have this problem where I, like, when I don't stream too much, I forget how to speak with people. I'm like, that's me. That's how I do it. It's Thank you for following me, Londo. I like having some new people on the stream, and you seem to be one of them. I'm gonna use this pink, I don't care. I'm a manly man, and this pink is going down. This pink is going down. You know, on my monitor it probably looks... let's zoom in a little bit. Whoa, not much, that much. This. I'm working on two images at the same time, so we'll see how it works. Let's rename the layers. Smiley, shippy. You can name this ship if you become a patron. You can I can just write a name of your name on this ship if you subscribe or something like that. This other is highway. Night Oodle. Okay. Lately, Times New Londo's cruising creative on Twitch. Yeah, we can be more interesting than just those Fortnite gamers in a League of... Oh fuck, I'm using the wrong layer. Ah! Erase everything. Okay, I'm on the right layer. Yeah, creative is full of interesting streamers and interesting artists and personalities, and I don't know, I hope you like what you see on creative. I think it's worth dropping a few minutes of your time browsing people's art streams. Let's add, well, assume there is like a light from the top, so we'll add a little like light here on this thing, so maybe it's like a... Just add some... I'll see, I'll change this definitely, because I don't like how it looks now. I'm eyeballing this perspective, so like I don't want to really bother too much about it. It's just I want to make this image look fun. That's my first goal. Smiley ship. On the first look, it looks correct. Ish. We'll put something behind here. We just need to define this ship a little bit more. We can use the pastel tool, pastel, to get this. Have to find somebody to tell me, do I say pastel or pastel? That would be really useful to me, definitely, at this moment. It's pastel. That's how you say it. pastel. Pastel. So we're having fun with some atmosphere in this one, and we'll see what we'll do next. This sketch is kind of interesting and fun to paint. Pastel. Mind me, I'm not an English native speaker, so yeah, my English is good, but I still have to learn how to say Okay, I'm entertaining people by trying to say pasta. Alright. Adjust layers, filters, adjust layer colors. I want to maybe add some punch, maybe some contrast, and the brightness. And then some more contrast, and then some more brightness. Just to kick it up a bit. Let's see how hue works if I change it. No, I'll leave the hue as it was. I think I picked nice colors. And let's do some vibrance. We want like pretty vibrant colors. We want pastelish colors. Oh, I managed to say it. Oh my god. I want pastel tones. I will learn it one day, believe me. I give my word that I shall learn how to say pastel properly, or pastel, or pastel, le pastel. In Serbian we say pastel, pastel, no boy, pastel, yeah. You got it, sir. I quite got it. I do. I quite got the... How should I say pastel tones? Oh no. I should have some more smoke here from somewhere. I like smoke. I like drawing smoke. Smoke is fun. And then I can use this thing to just move it around a little bit. Is that Baya's impression? Oh, I don't know, it can be. It can be. I say when I fought my brother Canadius. I don't know. Let's do cheeks. Oop. I have a spaceship thingy. That's cheeks. Not bad, sir. Not quite bad. I can be a good voice actor. Maybe one day. This is not now. This is becoming more Sean Connery. Yes, yes. This is more Sean Connery. Like old dying Sean Connery. There could be only one. I don't know. Okay, I'm spending too much time in this. Let's just do some interesting lights and shadows. So there is light coming from this one. So dry martini, sir. Yes, I shall have a dry martini. Dry martini. Little gate here. Maybe. Or just some lights scattered here and there. But I should use probably this other tool to do that. And maybe there is some shadows that this is throwing here. Let's see. Some shadows and clouds on the building. And there is no light there. No. Switch to my I love using these purples. That's one of my favorite tones. So let's just add a little bit of purple light, but make it science fiction-ish. So we have to do some and then we'll mix them in with we'll take the pencil tool and then we shall mix it in. Yes, my apprentice. Yes, yes. Chill stream and voice acting stream with your buddy Zhillustrator. Do not hire me to do voice acting for anything. I shouldn't be able to. No, I'm just goofing around. No, don't mind me. No, no. Oh, it's actually nice to have people on the stream. That's like woohoo, yay. We like people. Bigger brush with the bigger brushes. Oh, let's see. If you use Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. My username is on my Twitch profile. You can find my usernames and follow me on social networks. If you really like what you see, you can become a patron and further support this channel, or you can subscribe on Twitch because I am a Twitch affiliate, recently became a Twitch affiliate, and I'm really glad to have about 8 or 9, I have 2 subscribers. Slavis Sword says, ugodna noć, pomalo prema krevetu. He's off to bed. Alright, of course. I'm a non-sleeping idiot. I never sleep, so no. Have a good night, Slava. Have a good night. I should probably make this eye a bit better. I'm making it here. It's like whoosh. And then we'll have to move our smile, like move our cheek down there. I am keeping the smile, I don't really care. It shall have a smile. Look at this. Required. Oh. It's a funny little spaceship. It's cute. Look, so cute. Oh. Should do the oh. That's the name of the ship. Aww. I hope you're not annoyed by the music. I'm trying not to have some crap music on. Oh, this is actually not too bad, I think. USS. Aww. Yeah, yeah, it's something like this. But this is Alter Slavia, so no US here. US, go home. Go home, US. You're not welcome here. I'm kidding, you're welcome here, everybody from the US. You're my buddies. USS. Aww. That's the official name of the ship, definitely. Best ship name for the Culture universe. The size isn't everything. Yes, I love Culture series. It's really like the ships are the best characters. Quite indeed, the ships are the best characters in the Culture universe. 50 kilometers long. Yeah, that size isn't everything, definitely. Small but technician. It's small but it knows what it's doing. Yeah, I need these lights to be more bright. As you can see, oh, you can't really see my color slider and everything. Let's just make this a bit more light. So I'm moving the lightness and saturation slider a little bit too. So now I'm using airbrush tool on screen mode, I think. Alright, let's should I just delete everything here and just make it like this, like widescreen thing? Not sure. Let's just spend just some more time on this, just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, I think I'm having a few interesting and unusual like sketches going on. Let's see the rest of them. Pom 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 pom. Let's copy this one and let's paste it here. Enlarge it just a bit, like here. Just moving things around. just flipping with my horizontal flip tool, just pressing the H in ArtRage. Let's move this here. And then I think in the end I'll have three interesting sketches. I'll see how it goes. Oh fuck, I'm losing frames. I'm losing frames for some reason. I'm not sure why. Sorry everybody if I'm laggy. Yeah, it's my internet provider probably just being a bitch. But anyway, if I go offline or something, you'll know that I did some cute little sketches. I don't know why. Hello, Droid Boy. You're here just for dropping frame stream. For some reason, I'm dropping frames. It's crazy. I'm dropping a frame. My internet provider is being probably crap at this time of day. Let's see what we can do about this one. Windows update? I don't know. I think it's just the internet provider. This is the time of day when everybody is online, and this might just be that. I'm gonna try and save this one a little bit. This is also like a petrol station at night or something like that. What is this cute little music? Oh, yo. Did you ever work with paints? Actually, no. I actually never painted anything with actual acrylic or oil paint. It's like a big thing that I am having like issues with. I never like actually painted something with any kind of real paint. It's very unusual. So everybody tells me that I treat my colors and my my artwork like if it was painted with real paint. You have fooled me though. I think the principle is the same. You just use the same principles as when painting from big to small, so like I'm doing here, just making everything look okay in a small size and making sure that the biggest elements of the page are present, and then you so I have to check something out. Yeah, you just take care of the bigger parts of the image, and then you go to the smaller things, and that the same principle is used when painting. Big to small. So this has a little bit of perspective. You can see these lights are forming a little bit of perspective-ish lines. So let's add maybe a big, like, windmill or something. Let's try it. No, I don't want it here. Maybe here. Which is the point, of course. Which is the point. Yeah, I think this like could work actually. There's like a big windmill in the back. Maybe some lighter clouds. Or no, it's too far, it's too close to the end of the screen, so just put something, maybe just a column or something like that, because I don't want to have this like major element, this so much in the back. That's it, some trucks and some billboards and something like that. Bumps. It's like a petrol station at night, something like that. This was the idea. I'm doing it everything for imagination, so like forgive me if I'm not being overly you should add some more to the bottom, just a little bit. Yeah, I wish I could try to come back to the point of like working with textual color. I wish I could just muster up some courage and like invest a little bit in some kind of oil paint or something like that. Oil would maybe be like too much for me, I'm not sure. Just have a hint of a shape here. Maybe there's like a nuclear plant or something in the background. Oh yes, I'll make it a nuclear plant in the background. Something that would be interesting. I wonder which would be. I think I think I should maybe try. I should probably try and see. Should try and see if I could do some interesting oil painting. Acrylic. Oh, oil or acrylic. Yeah, I think I like blending. I'm a big fan of blending. So I think maybe oils would be better because oils would be more workable. Oils would be a bit more workable. And okay, let's see something here. Yeah, sort by name. I had some interesting nuclear power plant pictures. Just open it on the side. Everything is over my picture. I can't really see it. You don't paint, but you would love to. I started doing just digital. I never painted with actual paint, which is really I'm repeating myself. Yeah, I should stop. If you won't like to paint, then why don't you try it? Try maybe with digital. Try. Well, I know a lot of people who told me like they're really into they want to try art, but their parents like never approved them to go to art school or something like that. I know too many people with that with that life situation that they were kind of forced not to go to art school, and then because not going to art school they never started doing anything artistic even though they wanted to. Maybe I make this like a big power plant in the back, so let's do this. Let's try it. Because it's night, we'll just have like shadows and the smoke billowing here. Only if ArtRage is one of ArtRage's problems is selection of color. Because sometimes it's very tricky to get the correct colors because it assumes some lighting on the canvas, and maybe you just want to select this current color that is on the canvas without just any further complications. You just want to select this orange color that's there, and you don't want to select any other. No one cares how, like, which lighting is here. No one cares about that. No one cares about canvas lighting in digital programs. Crafty tabletop stories. Oh, welcome to the stream. Hey, hello, Ryutsu Art. Welcome also. I'm trying to do a nuclear power plant in the background. I want it to be big. Who's this Crafty Tabletop Stories? Don't give me those usernames. Tell me your name. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's fuck yeah, I know who it is. Fuck. Sorry. Peja, is it you, Peja? Crafty Tabletop Stories. I think it's you. Yeah. Let's add some. Siddhartha, I have already enabled the option. I have already enabled the option of picking the color with the canvas. So it's a bit annoying, but I can live with it. I can live with it. There was some notification, but I missed it. Somebody did something, probably host my stream or something like that. Read so art. Hey, Nika from Namain Avidnega, welcome to the stream. What was this notification? I didn't see what's happening. What's Irish luck? Where is my Chrome? I have to just check what's happening here. Just give me a second. Dashboard. Blue, blue, blue. I have so much things on the screen I don't see. You got some bits? Oh, fuck. I got some bits. Yeah. I am totally bitty. Let's just zoom out and show the arts. So I'm doing I'm having some problems with I have some problems with my stream quality for some reason. I don't know what's happening, and my frames are dropping. But for now I think it's got a bit. So I did this little thing. These were some sketches that I made in the bus when I was traveling somewhere, I don't remember. And then I made this happy little spaceship thing. With all the funny little bot thingies. Look at here. Hello, I'm a smiley spaceship. The stuttering stopped. Good. And then I'm onto this one, just to see what can I do from it. Maybe I want this to be like a nuclear power plant of some kind. Having some smaller fumes here just to show that we're dealing with something big. Let's see if I just added like no, I won't do this. I'll keep this. Night lighting is complicated, so you're gonna start streaming yourself, crafty dude. That's interesting. Yeah, you should start streaming. Yeah, streaming is actually can be really fun. For me it is, at least. Mind if I ask, what kind of software is this? It's called ArtRage. It's a proper painting, like it's dedicated to just painting. Like no, it has layers, it has everything, but its main focus is actually painting. want to load the ref in here. I keep losing my mouse. ArtRage. Let's load the ref and sort by name. Let's load my nuclear power plant ref. I have it here. So I have it open. A little nuclear power plant right here. Just to make sure, I want to be up to date on how nuclear power plants actually look. But I'm just going to use them. I'm not going to copy anything. From the image itself. And yes, as Droid Boy said, ArtRage is very affordable, and it gives you the possibility, if you like this type of art where you just paint, then it's the program for you, definitely, because it gives you this possibility that no other piece of software that's $80 or $40 will give you. This huge possibility of painting like you're painting with traditional-ish tools. Let's try just using a big brush for everything. As I really like how on this ref image all the top part is just one big cloud, so I'm using that. So this is how you use reference in digital art. It's better to just have an outlook on like what you're painting after all, and you're not just copying the image. So I want to add these like two bigger chimneys. Yeah, I guess the steam cloud from the nuclear plant can glow from the city lights at the bottom. Yeah, we can try that. Maybe there is no, if there is a city. We should do with like this. Just having a little bit of let's see how it looks. I'll keep this. This like it's very soft, and it's and there maybe should be a little bit light in these clouds too. So I'm messing around with the desaturated colors here, because desaturated colors can give you this nice contrast where you have a lot of saturated colors and you add a bit of desaturated colors and you get this wonderful like feeling that this color is actually some other color. Like, because if you have a desaturated color surrounded by like orangish, this is like green, yellow, orange, it will look like purple almost. It looks like almost purple, and we'll see. Pom, 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 pom. And this is nice. The stream like this is really nice because you just start 3 things and you can work on all kinds of things at the same time. It's more stimulating if you do it like that. to maybe add a bit of light here. Just all these little lights. Harijitsu Art, thank you for hosting my stream. For one viewer, but one mighty viewer. I won't add these two other chimneys here because I really like how this big chimneys just gave life to this entire right side. So I'm just going to add some smaller one tiny viewer.
Hello sir, I'm a tiny viewer. Haha, how are you doing? It's a tiny viewer, it's a leprechaun viewer. It's a leprechaun viewer. Oh, it's a leprechaun, I know it's a leprechaun.
But 11 viewers now, it's not bad, you know. 11 by 11, 100 and a million and 11's millions. Should do... This light should be more orange and bright. Let's do... not orange, purple. Let's make purple lights. Purple lights, purple lights. Purple lights, purple lights. Should make him really small. Anarchia! Thank you for hosting my stream with 5 viewers. We're getting somewhere, man. We're getting somewhere. This music is also contributing to my current mood, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I am kind of in a good mood today. Whatever this is. This was a truck when I started doing this. So let's not make it a truck. Maybe now it's something behind that we can't see. It's like a building or... Pick the color. Pick. Yeah, we gotta check my settings. Expand area. I don't want to expand there. I want to pick this pixel. That's... I want to pixel. Pick pixel. So if you haven't known, this like everything is like maybe 2000 pixels wide. So I'm doing very small imagery, very small images. So I can get everything in a smaller size. Then if you have everything in a small size, you can always make sure it will look good when it's bigger. I mean, not always. That's the one thing. One thing that happens is that you like make this perfect thumbnail with like everything happening, and it's like really nice and kind of abstract, and then you start painting on big format and like, fuck, what is this? Like, fuck, what am I doing? Like, what am I painting at all? Oh my god. But I'm getting better with that. I'm getting better with that, definitely. Hello, Zhillustrator. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream, and sorry for butchering your username. I'm good with this. I'm good. So I'm using my pencil tool to... let's zoom in this one a little bit. So like this. I like this nuclear power plant here. It's really nice. Awesome work, no problem. It's hard to spell. I'm just goofing around. Zhillustrator. No, yeah, it's Zhillustrator. Yeah, that's how you spell your name. It's your new name. Zhillustrator. Yeah. We have it settled. It's done. It's a done deal, I know. Thank you for liking my artwork. You can follow, if you use Twitter, you can follow me. Zoo, that's okay. Yeah, you can say G for me, like Zhillustrator. G. If there is new people on the stream, welcome to the stream. My name is Živko, and online I go by Zhillustrator. I'm a digital artist and general goofball, living and wasting oxygen in Novi Sad, Serbia. And I'm currently working on some personal artwork. Swinholz, it's actual German word for matchstick. It's actually the German word for matchstick, but in lead speak, it's German lead speak. The German lead speak. Oh, I have to save this. I haven't saved this. Also, Ja. I always forget how to say his username. Ja is my Discord regular and a really nice artist you should follow. That's right, Droid Boy. Yeah, Droid Boy is from Germany, I think. Or somewhere. Droid Boy is from somewhere, definitely. Droid Boy, where are you from? I forgot. I was horrible and I forgot. It's nice to have a crowd. It's 15 people. If 15 people is a crowd for me. Jai is making shoes. That's really like first person is like making shoes. Zunholz asks, do you also draw traditional? I usually sketch traditional. You can follow me on Instagram. There's a link on my Twitch file. You can follow me on Instagram, and I post my traditional sketches on Instagram. Is there a good Comic-Con in Cologne? I'll be next year. I'll be going to various Comic-Cons in Germany and selling my artwork, taking German money. I will be going to Stuttgart. I will be going to Berlin probably if I manage to apply, and I'll be going to Munich or maybe Munich. I'm not sure. But I'll be going to Germany more next year. And yes, Zunholz too. Glad you like my traditional stuff. It's usually sketches. I just enjoy sketching. Sketching is one of my favorite pastimes. So yeah, next year in Comic-Con Germany in Stuttgart, yeah, I'll be having my table. And this year I was there for the first time and it was really nice. Oh yes, you have the Gamescom in Cologne. I just go to Kelm. They say Kelm in Serbian. So I just go to Kelm. Cologne. Yeah, Gamescom is just Gamescom. Gamescom. Gamescom is that big thing. Let's try and add another chimney here, maybe. Let's having it like in front of. Like this, is how you use reference. You just see stuff in the reference image to help you understand what are you doing or what are you drawing, and then just apply it to your current image. So there is on this reference image, this other chimney is in front of the first chimney. So we'll just make this second chimney in front of this one, and we'll demarcate it somehow more, maybe adding a bit more like this glow. No, we had to make it darker actually to be able to see this a bit better. if you're ever in Kelm, let me know, or beer for. I will invite you for. Ooh, is it for me? Invitation for beer? I don't drink beer, but it's cool. I would share a beverage with my good droid boy. And now let's blend this in a little bit. Yeah, just everything is blending in this like huge puff of steam smoke. Maybe there is another one here. I'll see how this works. So if there's another... The beer in Cologne is like water. Yeah, I know, you Germans love your beers. I mean, people drink beer a lot here in Serbia. I actually like maybe some Radler or something like that, but I usually just drink Nescafe or hot chocolate or that pussy stuff that pussies drink like me. Horrible non-men. No, I don't want to have this one in the background. Nah. I'll spare the background for something else. Maybe like another little post here. And we'll have some lights. I don't know if I'll ever come, if I'll be coming to Köln, but it's awesome. It's I think my ex-bosses from my previous company went to Gamescom once, and they really liked Köln. I would love to visit as many places as I can. You have awesome cafes too. Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. For non-men like me, we have to have. I'm just joking around. It's okay. I don't have confidence issues anymore. Yeah, I can say I had a lot of confidence issues when I was younger. Listen, there are confidence issues always in your life. They don't stop, but at least in some areas, I can say, okay, I do this one thing decently. Like, that's the thing. But if I'm making jokes, it's usually just being a bit but I don't like being self-deprecating. It's not a good thing. Dude, I really love your art style too, says, looks like awesome science fiction as oil paintings. Thank you so much. Did you follow me? I think you have followed me. If you want, you can subscribe to this channel. You can also become a patron if you want to support me and help me go to more cons in Germany next year, and receive all these images in higher resolution and everything. I'm shilling a little bit, but it's okay. I was always shilling. I'm a Zhillustrator. That's my username when I do some shilling. It's Zhillustrator. Yeah, I try to recreate this feeling of like almost oil paintings. I'm very inspired by Russian art, and like 19th century Russian painters are one of my favorites, and I'm very inspired by them, and I kind of wish to how to say, make things simpler, because I I was doing concept art earlier, and it wasn't my thing. I figured out it wasn't my thing because it was everybody demanded too much detail, too much 3D and similar. I just figured out I like to paint. I like just little painty sketches and doodles, and I like to relax and just get you the sense of atmosphere in paintings. I should really resize this entire image. So I'm too small now, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this is very small. Let's resize it 200% to 5,000 pixels. Yeah, it will do. Yeah, I try to do the detail thing. The detail is actually implied in my paintings. I try to, like, okay, there is a little city in the background and you want to bedtime for Siddhartha. Hey, have a nice sleepy times, my good friend. Siddhartha and I and his partner will start doing some art streams together. We just sketch and talk bullshit and say hi from to cats. Kenshiro says, how are you doing? Thank you for the great paintings. Greetings from Germany. Yay, welcome then, Kenshiro. How are you, man? Kenshiro bought some of my prints. It was really a nice experience. We met in Stuttgart. Good night, Siddhartha. And Droid Boy says, at the same time showing details cis like porn. Okay, yeah, I understand. It hides the details in imagination. And Gurdy Art, thank you for following. You haven't followed me, Gurdy Art? Oh my god. Welcome to the stream, Gurdy Art. Of course I remember you, Kenshiro. I have a few Germans here. Yeah. It's a bit late for everybody, probably, because I just can't stream at normal times. It's like, no, get away normal times. You're drunk. Yeah, I have some fans, like friends, basically, and I consider people who buy art from me my friends. Me and Kenshiro had a real nice talk in Stuttgart, and I could say he's ordered my friends from me. Yeah, it's a friend. It's a friend. It's good to have friends. Let's add another like little building here. Let's see. So I just do the pencil and do this. And but you can maybe just use the oil brush, do this big stroke. Nah. You can always do like nah. Okay, these images are now about 2000 now, but 1,500 pixels wide, so it's not really too big. Let's edit, let's filter this and adjust my layer colors, because I'm looking at the second monitor. It's really different from my normal monitor, so let's up the brightness a little bit, and wow. Oh, it's a bit slow with the bigger image, definitely. Add a bit contrast. I need a bit of punch here in the image, and add a little bit of color. Let's see if I change the hue a little bit. Whoa, this is interesting. But I think I'll try other side. Let's see what I get. Whoa, green. No, I'll just keep, maybe add a bit more green. Let's add 2% of hue adjustment towards green. I'll see. Should I keep this or return to 0? Yeah, I'll keep this, because I kinda like that I choose the colors I do. But yeah, I'll definitely up the brightness and up the contrast a little bit, because I feel like I need a little bit of contrast to the image. Okay. ArtRage is busy? Yes, of course it's busy. "18 viewers! I haven't had 18 viewers in a long time. Thank you everybody for sticking with me, and if you don't know me, if you haven't been here earlier, Kenshiro is a patron. Yes, thank you. I remember you're a $10 patron, I think. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. It definitely will help. And it's one of the sure signs that I'll visit Stuttgart again and visit all these bigger cons that I want to be here. Hey, closed channel, Sparta Pulse, welcome to the stream. This art is the only thing that I do currently, and it's really nice to have some support from actual people who will actually buy my art later. And next year, because you're a patron, you'll get discounts. For any print you buy, you'll get a discount. It's not a small discount, probably like 30% off on prints. So yeah, if you become a patron, you can buy my artwork, you can buy whatever from me, and you will get, or commission me to do artwork for you, you will get discounts and my love. Kenshiro says, I'd like to see you again. Yeah, you definitely will, because my aunt lives in Stuttgart, and I think I will apply the first second I hear about open applications from Stuttgart Comic Con. So you and your girlfriend can speak a little bit of Serbian with me. This is Serbian lesson. Everything is kurac. Kurac, kurac, kurva. That's Serbian lesson. Like Polish kurva, we say kurac. Ah, no, that's not Serbian lesson. Don't listen to me. Just say bre, bre, bre. That's like how Serbian people talk. Just bre, 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 bre. Hello, bre. How you, bre, doing, bre, bre? It's like bro, but bre. Bre, brate, bre. Serbian lesson 101 with Zhillustrator. And some friends live in Novi Sad. Yeah, tell your friends to buy my prints. Friends live in Novi Sad. Yeah, Novi Sad is really a nice place to live for me. I've been living here for 17 years, and I don't plan moving anytime soon. It's cheap to live in, so if I don't have much work, I actually don't really have much work, because I'm not really a commercial artist. But you know, if there is a slow month with not much work, I can always at least earn enough to cover my expenses and cover my rents. Maybe sell a print or two. I should sell more prints. I should invest more energy in selling prints. But it's a really sometimes a tough your language sounds like Ukrainian, and Novi Sad like a Russian sound. The language is amazing. Ah, Anarchia. Thank you. Serbian is more like akin to, yeah, it's like akin to Russian, as Croatian is akin to Ukrainian for some reason. I hear a lot of like Ukrainian in Croatian, very similar, especially like the southern Croatia and Dalmatia and similar. It's very like a lot of ease in the language. And Serbian is a bit like harsher than Russian. Russian is more soft. And Serbian is like I'm just caricaturing right now. But yeah, it happened. Yeah, Serbian is a bit harsher language. And Novi Sad means like new grounds, new plant, something like that. Droid Boy is going to bed. Thank you for streaming. A good night. Good night, Droid Boy. If you become a Twitch subscriber one day, you can all see this stream after it's done, because I'm limiting my streams to subscribers only. So Serbian sounds like German, and that I'm just, it's like when somebody does a caricature of a German, it's like, you know, those like those things. But they're similarly like, there are definitely people in Germany that speak harsher, and in Serbia too. You know, in Novi Sad is more chill, slow, and it has a lot of Ukrainians, a lot of like Ruthenians, a lot of Hungarians, a lot of Slovakians. So the language is just an amalgamation of angry German who knows Ukrainian. Yeah. Slava Ukraini, Slava Ukraini. I know that in Ukrainian. Because I visited Lviv several years ago. I have a friend in Lviv, and I visited her and her husband and her cat. And I really had a good time in Lviv. But the language is too different from Serbian, so it was a bit difficult to catch everything. And I had to like use my translation skills. Snake Eyes is watching you. Snake Eyes are watching me. Welcome, Snake Eyes. Maybe you should add a guy here, like a little guy here. Lvov is more kind and European. Yeah, it's like the western, the westmost bigger city, as I know. Like, so I guess a lot of more tourists. How the hell do you know the word amalgamation? Yeah, my English is not so bad, you know. Amalgamation is... Kenshiro says, greetings for my girlfriend. Salutations towards you, and have a good sleep, and have a nice day and everything. I'm saying hi to. And yeah, I was talking about Lviv. Yeah, Lviv is... there's actually tourists in Lviv, and it's more like a western city, and I think people that I met are in Lviv are very like open and very chill. Though I saw a lot of soldiers, I saw a lot of like propaganda and everything, but it's okay. I mean, I live in a country with a lot of things like that. But yeah, I don't know, Kharkiv or however is the name. That's probably a completely different picture. I would like to visit Lviv again, definitely. I wish to maybe go to a Comic-Con in Ukraine maybe once. Or Russia too. I don't have much people in the East that know about me and my art. So I maybe just... I should catch a Comic-Con in one of these, like either Moscow or in Kiev, in Lviv maybe. Lviv, because I already like have some friends in Lviv. It would be interesting to go there again. But I'm usually trying to combine traveling with and having fun, and combining traveling with not having fun with going to conventions. So like go somewhere on a convention and I go to visit that city like first time in my life. Like now I'm going to Slovenia very soon. I'm going to Slovenia and I'm going to go there for the first time in my life. And I'm going there on a convention. It's interesting, I never went to Slovenia. It's like, it was never on my map as a Serbian guy. You never think about, you don't actually meet a lot of Slovenian guys. I hear people in Novorossiysk are nice, but they have too much squirrels there. Die, squirrels, die! Just go to squirrel hunting. You know what? My experience from traveling is that just wherever I went, people were nice. Wherever I went, I never had any single problem. Wherever I went, I met wonderful people, or wonderful, I don't know how to talk. Wherever I went, I met really wonderful people, and especially throughout the region in Balkans. Because everybody talks about the bad things and you never talk about all the nice, like positive and wonderful people you meet in these countries that are like hating each other or whatever. Countries, politics, shit. But I met lovely people in Ukraine. I met lovely Russians. I met lovely Albanians. I met lovely, like all these different, like people from USA and people from all kinds of countries. And because I'm a couchsurfing member, I often meet foreigners, and I really like can say that I met wonderful people. You have to have this little positive spirit, and you will be greeted nicely everywhere you go. So I would love to visit like many more places. I have a very positive disposition about the world sometimes, even though people are very cynical. I'm not really cynical. I had Chinese people, like I had like Chinese are for me completely like different. They fit in well here, and I always have a good time. Also, Chinese people are definitely the people who, in my experience of hosting them, people who spend the most time on their mobile phones, and everything is on the mobile phones. Everything they do is like based on smartphones, but I can understand it because they have all these apps that are connected with people. I never had anybody from Africa, for example. I would love to have a guest from Africa. I never hosted like anybody from Africa, but I hosted a French guy from Algeria. He was my guest for a few days, and he brought me some Albanian food because he went to Albania before he came to Novi Sad, and it was really nice. I had people from India, and not much from Latin America, but I met people from Latin America. Also, a lot of Polish people visit Serbia, and Polish people have kind of affection, it seems, towards this part of the Balkans. I had people from Poland, I had people from Switzerland. And couchsurfing is a really good network. And whenever I go to a convention somewhere, if I don't know anybody, I will first look for accommodation with couchsurfing. So maybe I get some local people that show me the way, and so I can have some friends in these like cities that I visit for the first time in my life. And then like we go out drinking, and I mean they go drinking, I go being a horrible non-drinking person. But I'm kidding. Yeah, I love meeting people. If you ever meet me at a convention, just feel free to say hi. I'm just honored to meet people who are my, like, how to say, fans, not to sound very stuck up. I had the luck to run into a person with whom I talked on Instagram, like the first guest in Stuttgart, the first customer in Stuttgart, in this huge fucking city, with so many people in Stuttgart that were from Stuttgart and other cities were on the Comic-Con, and I actually met a person that I spoke over like Instagram DMs, and it's like from the entire town I run a person that knows me, knows who I am, runs into me, which is really fantastic. So if you ever have a chance to go to a con I'm on, definitely say hi. And if you want to know where I'm going, you have to follow me on social networks. You have to follow me on social networks and find out. Like, I met Cintiq Faye and I met in Stuttgart, and it's really nice meeting her. Very positive person. I'm saying that because she's here, you know. I'm only saying that because she's here. She's horrible. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No problem, Cintiq. You have your own life, you know. Everybody. I'm just noodling around this image, and maybe I should add a person here also. Let's see. I don't want to just add a guy. Like, what is he doing here? Like, no, fuck it. I'd rather have nobody in the picture than just random person in the picture and just doing nothing. I could have like maybe a car or something like that. Hello, Joe the Bone. Welcome to the stream. This can be like a little... I'm glad you like this sketch. It's really fun to paint. I'm very into color and mood, and those things are what keep me like loving this. This is a very small sketch also. It's very like, I'm very focused in color. Color is one of my favorite things. And you can see this one also, maybe it will be interesting to you too. So, good night and have a nice sleep, and follow me everywhere if you haven't already before you go. Follow me everywhere. Do not follow me in the night. Do not. So this is another sketch I did tonight. I mean, I refined them. I will show you the original file. These are 4 sketches. They just planted the colors in there. I just, oh, okay, this is greenish, this is orangish, this is blah blah blah. I painted them in a bus when I was traveling in a bus, and I just want to reflect what I saw outside. It was like dark and there was nothing, but I don't want to have a picture where there is nothing, so I decided to Oba. Jordan says, I like the first one even more. The brushwork is really nice too. Yeah, it's ArtRage. I'm a sucker for brush strokes too. You can believe me. And where is the third one? This is my happy spaceship thingy. But out of these, I like these other 2 more, definitely. But I like the colors here, and I can maybe use it for a base, for a painting, if I decide to try making something different out of this. So maybe I'll try making something out of this one. So for now I just want to make sure that I have this one under control. I began to really take pleasure with doing really rough strokes and just having fun. This is not a big canvas. This is like maybe a couple of thousand pixels. A space casino pops into your mind. Interesting. Oh, let's leave it like this. So I'm just doing these most important like lines that are the most important things. I'm not too worried about like having these details, and I'm just enjoying myself. That's the important thing. It's a space casino. Oh, this is like a very futuristic, definitely, but it's kind of rough futuristic. It's not like super high tech. It's kind of rough futuristic. Let's have some lights. Let's have some more lights doing. Maybe there is something up here. Who knows? Should I add some birds? I should like do the concept art thing and add some birds and a guy with a stick. Like have a guy with a stick here beside this car, like doing this. Here's a guy. Maybe I should actually have like some silhouette. Guy with a stick doing this. No, fuck it. No, I'm not doing this. Maybe somebody's trying to get in the car. It's a too small car. Yeah, this may be the correct proportion. I want to put the person in. I don't really want to put a person in. I'm using the airbrush and using soft light, no, screen mode. Let's just move the settings here so you can maybe see them. Using the airbrush and a dragon and big mountains in the background. Oh yes, big mountains and a dragon, definitely. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, I might be a bit stubborn and I'm trying to do something personal, and we'll see how it will go. I hope these will end up as proper paintings soon. Let's add birds. Let's add a few birds. Let's see how it will look. No, it's just no place for birds. Birds are asleep, man. Birds are asleep. No birds here. Maybe there's like a few birds like here. Maybe just like an antenna or something like that. Maybe you should draw a bus here. Maybe there's a bus coming to pick up these people. Maybe that would be interesting. Like maybe this thing is like a bus that's coming to pick these people up or something like that. Let's try. We just... Nah, we can just keep everything in imagination. So everybody, if you like, you follow me on social networks, you can find all the links in my Twitch profile. You can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Twitter, and share my artwork, and you can subscribe to my channel even, because now I'm currently an affiliate. Where are you from, if I may ask? From Germany? No, I'm from Serbia. I'm from Novi Sad, Serbia. It's the second biggest city in the country, in the north, near Hungary. Where are you from, Jodabon? Duplicate this one layer and try another thing here. Duplicate all layer. That's a. Let's hide this previous layer. Move this. Let's see what can we get here. Let's just pick a big brush and let's see. Big brush. We're just improvising here and trying to see if I'm gonna make something different here. Maybe this should be like yeah, I know a few words of German. Yeah, I told a German good night. It's at least I know a few words. I would like to know more German, definitely. That's one of those things that I would love to know, but I never invest time. You just need to invest time into that and you will get to know more German or any other language in question. Let's paint over this. Yeah, this was actually a good base for interesting painting. Nell told me, where are you from, Jodabone? Let me know. And I wish to know where my viewers are from. It's always nice to expand. Yeah, the pure deep purple and pinks are very fun colors to work with. People just don't use them too much. I don't know why. Everything is gray and everything is like concept art. I'm kidding. I love concept art, but just I have this very love-hate relationship with concept art. Even though this looks like concept art, maybe. You see a cute chibi monster in the background. Jodabone stumbled upon my stream while he's browsing Twitch. Yeah, I love to hear that. Thank you for stumbling upon. A lot of Germans, man. Go sleep, Germany. Go sleep. I'm kidding, look at me. It's like almost midnight in Serbia and Girdy Art says, I follow your work everywhere. Now he's following me on Twitch. Thank you, Girdy, for following my artwork everywhere. That's really good to hear. Aren't we in the same time zone? Yeah, definitely we are. Sintikfe is also German. We are in the same time zone. Zeitzone. Zona is like zona, zone. If I remember my aunt is German-born Serbian. So basically she spent all her life in Germany and she just speaks German. I mean, she speaks Serbian, but everything is like, she always says zona instead of zona in Serbian, and always does the German Z. Whenever, whichever language is like she's speaking, she's always like doing the t thing. Yeah, German overload. I like having German overload. It's nice to have you guys. It's more amusing when you have somebody on the stream with you. You've been to Serbia recently, Jordan. Yeah, usually people's reaction when they go to the Balkans are like, oh my god, these people are not savages. I'm kidding. I thought they were savages, throwing bones and making wars. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. You can meet, as I spoke about recently, you can meet lovely people wherever you go. It's like a thing about your disposition in the world. So I'm really happy you met lovely people in Serbia. You know, maybe I was like the first Serbia person some people met. So if they like got a nicer image of the entire like people from me, that's nice. Yeah, Jordan, I'm coming to Germany next year to Comic Cons in Stuttgart, hopefully Frankfurt and Berlin. I'm trying to organize and I want to apply to the Comic Con Germany that's in Berlin. Serbian. The B, not V, but it's an accident. Yeah, I was the first Serbian you met. Oh, that's cute. God help us if I'm representing the people to somebody. Okay. I'm not bad. Beware of the con in Berlin. People are known for being chaotic. Yeah, I'm also chaotic, so yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll have this in mind. Thank you for the heads up. Thank you for the heads up. It really means a lot. Yeah, I meet always really nice artists in conventions. Yeah, Jodvan, you live near Stuttgart. I was passing through some places. Kornwestheim and what else? Ludwigsburg and I don't know. All those little places around Stuttgart. I was passing through by train. The Stuttgart team is very well organized. Yeah, I think it is actually. I really did not have a single problem, but they f***ed up a little bit this year with wall backing. They had a little problem with wall backing. They had a different supplier for the wall backing, and my stand was actually a bit screwed up because they changed the supplier for the wall, the back walls, but I survived, so it was okay. You remember, Cintiq, that my wall was basically split in the middle with some like thing that shouldn't be there. I remember. Maybe this is like a spacecraft of some kind. We'll see what to make out of this one. Maybe I should just block this. Yeah, they had this weird split between tables that was in a very not good place at some artist tables like mine, but they were okay. And Stuttgart's Comic Con was really a success for me, and I wish I can have to visit. I wish to book more like Comic Cons like Stuttgart. So I earn about 900 euros, which is like just too much for me almost. So I usually don't earn much and don't sell prints too much. What's up with that picture of the nuclear power plant in the top? It's reference. It's a reference, and I just am too lazy to hide it. So I wanted this to have like a little nuclear power plant feeling. Maybe this nuclear power plant has like pink smoke coming out of it. So I hope you have to wish me luck to with my applications for Comic Cons in Frankfurt and maybe Berlin. Berlin might just come in a not really good date for me, so I have to check it out very well. But Frankfurt is a perfect date for me. It's in May, and I don't have much in May. It's pity that I have to worry about how much days am I spending in the EU, because Serbia is not in the EU, and we have to think about how much time we're spending in the EU, and if I spend more time than allowed, I can get punished, and I won't be allowed to enter the EU. So I'll have to be careful with that. Yeah, I'm just using one reference picture for like everything. So I'm just checking out how these things look and be making sure that I'm not screwing up. I don't know from where it is, I don't know anything more about it, but it's like a nuclear power plant. And I'm picking up those things that I should have on it, like little smokes from little chimneys. Is concept art your job or you're freelancing? I'm freelancing usually. My day job, I don't have a job actually. I only sell prints and go to conventions from time to time and do Patreon. I have a Patreon if you're interested in supporting. The links are all in the descriptions of my profile panels. I never worked like in AAA concept art industry. I did some concept art work for a local company here in Novi Sad, but the projects never turned out, and we just never managed to finish what we started. Jacking Wolf, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. So I've like 3 years ago or something, 3-4 years ago, I decided I want to do this. I want to do my own illustrations in my own speak Živko, speak of my own artwork in my own IP, and So I hope to attract people who want to have artwork like this, and then they can commission me and everybody's happy. Probably I'm happier because I got a job, but yeah. Let's just go and zoom in a little bit. I'm selling prints and I'm going to conventions and taking commissions if somebody like wants to have something like this drawn, then I am very happy to be the artist to make something for you. Because I like this free, laid-back style. It suits me. It's something that I enjoy doing. I don't like to overfuss with details. I don't like to if you want super 3D environments, just hire somebody who does that, who is into that thing, who is good in that. I think I'm good in this. Oh, you're still in school, Jordan. You're hoping to get into AAA concept art business. Yeah, prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself mentally and don't underestimate the amount of stress and general effort that you will need. And connect with people, that's very important from what I hear. Connect with people, network with a lot of concept artists and be prolific and do a lot of sketching, do a lot of artwork. If you have a specific things you would like to get into, if you're like, you want to be a concept artist for Halo or I don't know, a specific brand name, make sure you have a lot of artwork that's in that manner. Because like if I wanted to like apply to, I don't know, some game company, they probably 80-90% of them would not even consider me because they don't see anything in my profile that looks like what they are doing. So if you want to do concept art for Witcher or something like that, if you want to do work for CD Projekt Red, make sure you're good at those things that they are doing, like cyberpunk. If you want to go cyberpunk, then do cyberpunk things. Then do if you want to be a concept artist for like some game company that's doing 3D more, then make sure you're good in 3D. And for me, I'm not really good at 3D. I don't like 3D, so I'm not really trying to become better at 3D. But if I wanted to, if I really had a passion for 3D, and if I wanted to work in a company that's producing artwork that's primarily the assets of are primarily in 3D, then I'll probably be up and learning. Character art, yeah. If you're into character art, have all different kinds of characters, have all different skin tones. They're like, do black people, do Asian people, do fantasy, do sci-fi, do all kinds of characters, because you know every project is different. You can always do you can base the characters in some real culture and then change some things around, like do Mayan sci-fi warriors or do Vikings that are Egyptian, like Egyptian Vikings, like combine two cultures, because most games are like doing that. If you want to do Assassin's Creed, then Assassin's Creed is the best example. They're always doing different cultures, always doing different inspirations. So becoming good at that, like doing this art that's how to say it, be good at improvising and research, and there's a lot of things to do. I am sure. I'm maybe not the best person to tell you about it, because I never had a single AAA experience. But I follow a lot of people who are either in the industry, or especially on Twitter, they're either in the industry or have worked in the industry. I would rather like to do something like this, personal art, and doing personal art and commissions that look like this. So this is really not suited for game art. Maybe some early concept art, but I like to noodle. I like to spend a lot of time on these, something like this, and it's unacceptable in the concept art industry to spend a lot of time on your art. You have to be quick, you have to be productive, and I'm not really. We're studying anatomy very hard. One thing, anatomy alone won't do anything for you. You have to practice posing, practice gesture, practice atmosphere, giving your characters character. But anatomy is useful for its useful skill. I wish I had more. I don't know much, and I'm just very basic. But then I don't do things that require big knowledge of anatomy. Yeah, anatomy is kind of important. Definitely, you have to at least have a simple, at least have a an outlook of how proportions work, and proportions might be the most important things in anatomy. Just your characters have to look proportioned, and then the technical skill might not be something that will make it or break it. If your characters are fun and interesting and look well proportioned, heroic, for example, in Magic the Gathering. Scientific, I suggest if you would like to do Magic cards, you have to sign up for Twitter. There are a lot of Magic artists on Twitter. I follow a lot of them. I don't know anything about Magic. I never did. I never played. But a lot of people who draw for Magic are on Twitter, and you can really, they're very approachable, and you will do good if you sign up for Twitter. You can talk with like Titus Lunter or Paul Scott Kahneman, or I don't know, Tatiana, what's the name? Fuck. I think Carl Ortiz is also very active on Twitter, and a lot of these artists who do art for Magic are there. I see a lot of Magic art in my timeline, even though I don't really care about Magic or You don't understand Twitter. Oh, Twitter is really nice. I like it. I mean, lately a lot of people are complaining about censorship and political stuff, and but if you just don't care about those political things and similar on Twitter, you can still have a good time. And yeah, you definitely can introduce yourself to people. Often there are like hashtags about like visibility and something like that. Joydovan says, I'm getting a PC and a graphics tablet for my 16th birthday. Oh, it's a good gift. I wish you luck in your endeavors. I wish you success with your dreams. There's a lot of work needed, believe me, it's a lot of work is needed. I'm 33, by the way. I'm a bit older than you. A bit older, but that doesn't mean anything. I know a lot of people who are younger, like double my, not twice like younger than I am. And they're much better artists than I am. So age doesn't matter, but yeah, having basic equipment is definitely important. if you're traditional, yeah, anatomy and color. Oh yeah, you have to study color. Color is one of the most important aspects. That can make and break your image. You can have the best perfect anatomy ever. If your color is boring, then nobody will look at it. If you know an artist called Pascal Campion, he's an illustrator I appreciate very much. You should look at his stuff. His anatomy and his characters are very, very, very basic, but the lighting and mood and storytelling is perfect. I don't know any like other artists that do this so well as Pascal does. You should take a look. I'll drop his name here in the chat. Yeah, take a look at this guy. It's just the beautiful color, beautiful mood. No need for any technical knowledge. It's working for Marvel. It's working for all kinds of like world famous brands and world famous things. Or Marco Bucci is also like fantastic. So you should have Marco Bucci. My favorites currently, I don't know, I have a lot of them. I'm out of these like concept artists and artists that are popular. I'd say Simon Stollenhag is like one of my favorites because he just does his own thing. And also Peter Morbacher. Yeah, I know about Marco Bucci's YouTube channel. Yeah, you should definitely subscribe to Marco Bucci's YouTube channel. He does these wonderful videos about initial steps, about color, about technique, and all these very, very useful things. Piotr Jablonski is definitely one of them. Yeah, I think he's got recently he got busted for stealing a lot of art. I don't know how to say it. Piotr Jablonski. Oh, not Piotr. Fuck, Piotr Jablonski is the different guy. He's one of my best. Yeah, it's also one of my favorites. Piotr Jablonski is wonderful. Sergei Kolesov also, yeah, wonderful artists there. This other Polish guy got caught like stealing from other images, but Piotr Jablonski is like fucking hell. I love it. You can see his art is very smartly referenced and very like realistic, and he has a good technique. And even though if he didn't have any good techniques, his motives are still very powerful. So that's, I think, even if he weren't so technically sweet, he would have like the same power in his images, because the images are very, the motifs are very good, and yeah, Piotr has very good like those basic art things that you have to have. I think just he found his niche. I don't want to be another Simon Stollenhag. I don't want to be another anybody. I just want to do my thing. And I think the thing that I want to do is find my niche. And I think Piotr Jablonski found his thing. And he's really good at it. And also all those artists that we mentioned, their point is that they are themselves and they're doing something recognizable, and they're doing something that's theirs. Never mind if they're hired to do art for games. For Dishonored, I know the Piotr Jablonski's art for Dishonored is fantastic because it's very him. It's very like his touch is present, and he was hired because of his touch, not hired because like, yeah, I think everybody has to strive to find their own thing. As Cintife says, I don't know what my thing is. You'll figure it out. I think having your thing is very important, even though it's sometimes discouraged. I see a lot of people are discouraging, like, yeah, it's industry, there is no your thing, you have to do what other people say that you do, blah 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 blah. Fuck you. You're not just concept artist, you're a person with your own art style, and yeah, if you wanna be an art robot that'll just paint pictures, then do your thing, but I'd rather people have their own touch to art. Then they will get hired to, I mean, again, I'm a very bad example because I don't really get hired, but I like to talk about it. Just practice basics. So, basics are very important. Art fundamentals like contrast, like color, like values, and all those like different kinds of contrast are so important. You can't do anything without it. Because it's like the basis for everything. So practice your basics. One of my advices is to do thumbnails. Do small paintings. Don't spend too much time on your sketches if you're still practicing. It will be very good for you if you just develop this thing that your image looks nice when it's small. You can see everything already, but maybe I should just increase a little bit of contrast here. Filters, adjust layer colors. Should add a bit of contrast here. And a bit of brightness. Oh yeah, this looks better, I think. And always apply what you learn. Don't do mindless studies. I see so much people doing mindless studying, just copying other people's images. No, you have to apply what you learn in your own art. It's very important. I have some art friends that are acquaintances, foreign people, I don't know who they are, on Facebook, like since a lot of time. I see them doing those super studies, and then I see their original artwork and you don't see anything. It's like they didn't learn anything from the studies. Like if somebody did a master study every day and applied this knowledge like they do every day, bragging about master studies, and then you see their art, it's like, no, it's not. They did not learn anything. You have to apply what you learn in practice. That's like very important. If you want to learn something, apply it in practice and learn to apply it in practice, not just in theory. Applying things in practice will get you. That's why it's really good to have personal artwork, and it's really good to have a portfolio of your personal artwork, so you can always practice on something. Do small sketches, do like improvisations, do little challenges like Inktober and May sketch a day, or all these like little challenges that are there to get you to relax. The worst thing in art is to be a perfectionist, because you'll never be good enough. So you do quick poses all day, and then like if you do that and you apply that to your personal artwork, you will notice that you get better, and other people will notice too. Add some blue here. I mean, I am rambling a bit too much. Sorry if I'm I'm not the right person to talk about this too much because of my non-experience. But I think I have some things right in my head. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. I like listening. Yeah, it's always good to listen. Yeah, once you start not caring about how sketchbook pages look, yeah, you'll definitely start improving. That's a real thing. Yeah, you have to relax. That's why I do thumbnails a lot. If they don't look good, I can just make another one. You know, you can always make another one, and you can always do. Drawing your sketchbooks with the mindset that only you will see them, but it's really nice to stroll through other people's sketchbooks. Don't be afraid of showing your sketchbooks to other artists. Everybody, each of us knows that sketchbooks are there to have fun with them. I usually like carry my sketchbooks everywhere. If I go on a convention, I'll carry my sketchbook, and I'll let everybody stroll through it and see good and the bad. I mean, no, it's not bad. It's just better or worse, you know. When you think about it, your sketchbooks right now are the best that you can do right now. So you shouldn't be ashamed of having a sketchbook that's not like the best of sketchbooks. I think Cinti Cafe here saw my sketchbooks. She thought they were amazing. I'm kidding. Yeah, I think not everybody should be Kim Jong-gi. I know people who want to be him. No, you can't. You'll never be Kim Jong-gi because he's doing. Again, we're getting back to doing your own thing. He's doing his own thing. He's good at this. He's probably mildly autistic or something like that. Just to remember, like, have special like visualization, photographic memory skills that are required to do what he does, and that's his thing. You should do your thing, and you should be inspired by him doing his thing. For example, he Kim Jung-gi's art got me into doing these messy sketchbooks and just fill the entire page with stuff. Just don't care about it and try drawing stuff with different angles and doing like little fun drawings. He's doing his thing, he's really good at it, and he's now living off it for a very long time. So he found his thing, you find your thing, and be inspired by these amazing artists like Kim Jung-gi. Attitude is actually very important in art. Attitude is maybe everything. And you can see some miserable people doing art. They're miserable and horrible, and they feel bad, and they're not doing what they love, and they're always complaining about blah 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 blah. I'm living very modestly, but I'm at least not complaining about too much things. I am complaining often, but those are little stupid things that I complain about. Money usually. Yeah. That having a good attitude towards your art and towards other people's art is something that will change you completely. Like if you're not envious, if you're not somebody that wants to become a clone of somebody else, things will definitely be better for you. You don't want to be a clone of anybody. You just want to be you in the end. And if you want to do in concept art, you just incorporate some things that are searched for in that branch into your own art and your set probably. My problem is there is a fact I'm not really into games. I don't really care about games. I don't really care about movies. I don't really care about many things here, and that's what was a big hurdle for me, because I'm not just it doesn't I don't care much about games, and I couldn't be good at concept art or at like stuff for franchises if I don't really care about them. I don't care much about many franchises. I don't care much about Star Wars. I don't care much about any games to do fan art. I don't really, and that's my thing. That's why I stopped forcing myself to do concept art and just got myself on the way of discovering what I am into, what I am like, what is my thing and what I want to do. It's a really big search and it's still ongoing, but I think I stand on a better legs than like 4 years ago, for example. The random number. If your interests, like if Cintiq Faye says she wants to do magic art, if you're passionate about magic, if you're passionate about what you want to do, you'll definitely get it sooner. Because everybody wants passionate people in their art, if doing their artwork. Nobody wants like a guy that doesn't care about magic doing art for magic. Like nobody would hire me to do art for magic. Because I just don't have the passion in me for Magic the Gathering. I never played a single game of Magic in my life. I don't know how it works. But for example, I like Warhammer 40k. I never played Warhammer 40k, but I like it. So I sometimes do Warhammer 40k commissions. And maybe I can do that a bit better than somebody who's not really into Warhammer 40k. So that's what I'm talking about. Just have to have passion about what you do. I'm passionate about my own personal project. So I'm really doing paintings that are fun and interesting for me. I mean, you don't have to be player of Magic, but at least have a big like love for the thing. If you have a love for Magic the Gathering, you will be better at that than me, for example, or any other artist that's maybe technically better at the moment, but you know, you're just, the passion shows. I think the passion shows definitely. I'm doing like this positive, chill, and positive stream of positivity. I hope you're liking what you're hearing from me. Yeah, I think the thing about passion is very important. Because if I had to hire somebody to draw some art for me, for this project that I'm working on for myself, that person would have to be very enjoyable to she would have to enjoy, he or she, fuck she, they would have to enjoy it and be very passionate about the project. Day jobs, yeah, day jobs can be I don't have a day job, so I can do Jodibun, thank you for following me, by the way, and thank you for spending some time with me here. Gute Nacht and viel Glück, für morgen. Viel Glück and have a nice sleep. Hope to catch you some other time. Yeah, this was a longer stream. It's like 3 hours and 20. Yeah, it's my usual stream time. I usually stream about 3.5 hours. So yeah, I definitely think this one is better than the previous one with the smiley spaceship. But you know what could we do? We'll do this. We'll do this. Now, take good attention. Smiley power plant. Very important to have smiley power plants. Super important. Yeah, that's like, you can see that I'm having fun doing this and I'm really enjoying it. So super cute, the cute power plant. So I hope this will turn into like a print or one day, or like a nice big piece of digital art. This currently is not really big, it's like maybe 1,000 pixels, it's less than 1,000 pixels. So I should really, or 2,000 pixels. I should probably like resize the painting again. The cute tower in his pet town, yes. Cutie, it's adorable. It's adorable. The tower is adorable, I know, yes, yes. It's pet town, yeah. This entire town is a pet of this power plant. You should do the face, you know. Yeah, I should do that. We'll see. We'll see which one we'll choose. We'll choose one of those. Yeah. Why did I think about that earlier? Like, yeah. We'll do that, definitely. Whoops, wrong color picked. Let's see. Oh, I was doing this, and now I want a smiley one. I want the smiley one. It's just cute. I can do this one here. It can do the. Oh. Smiley one is cuter, of course. The smiley one is cuter. This is how art is made, you know. It's super art. I'm doing little. I think the definitely smiley one is cuter. I'm all about the cute things. I like cute things. I'm not your typical dude. I like cute things. In some aspects, I'm totally typical dude. Totally. People in 100 years shall write books about it, wondering why the artist chose to do that. Because he likes cute things, that's why. Save this, I forgot to save, man. I always forgot to save. Cheers. Water. Give me a second, I gotta check something on my phone. Come on, phone. Yeah, I'm probably just nearing the end of this stream. It was nice. I think I was productive. Making 3 pretty pictures. Pretty pictures. They're pretty pictures. I'll just align them nicely. Like this. Probably have to export. So yeah, let's get back to no, undo. Brush. Get back to these, and just to show what I've been doing today. So this one is the first. Based on a very simple color sketch. Rough brushwork and having fun with your palettes. And doing maybe non-standard ones. This one with a completely different outlook on things. It's also began as a very simple roadside sketch with just these colors and everything. I'm very happy with how they look. And this one, that's very cute and funny. I should dedicate another stream and just take all 3 pictures and enlarge them and just work on them at the same time. We'll see when that will happen, but I'll be signing off, and you'll be able to see these images on my social networks very soon, maybe in tonight. I mean, tonight, it's midnight. if you're not following me, make sure you follow me on Twitch, on Facebook, not Facebook, fuck Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to support me and support my art, you can subscribe to this channel. You can become a patron at www.patreon.com. And I always forget, you can join my Discord channel, which is half private. I just share it on streams to people who are watching. Enjoy my Discord and become a part of the conversation, and post your artwork and ask for advice if you want, and just have fun. And definitely for support, Patreon is the best thing, because just everything goes directly into my life and funds my trips to conventions and making of prints, making of artwork, rents, and makes it possible for me to sit here and not care about doing to work tomorrow and doing this art that you like. Hopefully that you like. I think you like it. Yeah, I would say. And if you're already in the Discord, just don't invite people. I'm kidding. You can invite people if you know people who would like being on my Discord channel. You can invite them if you're possible. And what else? You can always help out by sharing my social media posts on Twitter and tagging me on sharing, blah 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 blah. I'm babbling too much. Thank you, Cintiq Faye. Yeah, we'll call it Cintiq. Thank you for oh god, I forgot how to speak. You have to do this. Yeah, now better. Thank you for chilling with me on this stream, and to all my German buddies who were chilling with me tonight. Dankeschön und auf Wiedersehen. Bis später. And Trudy, yes, Trudy. Are there other creative streamers you watch on Twitch? I watch a few actually, yeah. You can find them on my Discord. I share them on my Discord when they stream. I don't usually watch too much creative streamers. I mostly watch some friends and some people I met along the way. So yeah, I do watch other creative streamers sometimes, but I don't have too much time to watch. I usually spend time watching other content, so I don't want to be all into art. I want to do other things. I want to do photography. I want to ride bikes. I want to chill and sleep and relax. So we're watching games sometimes, even though I don't play them. So if you join my Discord, if you have it, you will have some people that I enjoy watching there. Have a channel for stream sharing, and they get automatically shared. It's usually people who don't have many viewers, so I don't watch any popular art streamers much. Just not my type of content. Alright, Times New London, thank you for chilling out with me on the stream also, and follow me everywhere. And my next stream should probably be somewhere over the weekend, or maybe if I'm in the mood. I don't have a fixed schedule. I'll be up when I feel like it. Yeah, probably like doing stuff like this. Whew, okay, that was enough. Thank you everybody, and it was a really nice stream. I enjoyed it so much. Where is my button to end the stream? Where is it? Come on, button. Okay, there is the button. Everybody, goodbye.